Salut și bine m-am găsit la următorul episod din Witcher 3. Eu sunt Daniel, bine ați venit pe canal. Hai să continuăm. Trebuie să mă duc să mă întâlnesc cu Corinne de Golden Sturgeon. 140 de pași, ok. Oricum, în episodul anterior era cu casa blestemată și cu acela Godlink. Acum să vedem ce o să zic asta, Corin, despre Siri, ce informații are. Trebuie să urc un etaj mai sus. Numai să nu să înceapă și asta să se dezbrace sau ceva, ca să poți postez și eu liniștit video.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Let's begin.
Mă pune să visez acum.
Tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri. Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard.
E orfană, Siri.
A young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer
Și a luat-o la Kaer Morhen, în cetare, acum știu.
Some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt.
Și a antrenat-o.
Standing on a crumbling wall. The stone came loose. She lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything more?
No. Let's continue.
Deci până acum știu despre ce e vorba, că...
You claim a woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
She's a child of the elder blood.
A descendant of bloody folk? The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
No when a legend transforms into prophecy, when it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
No.
Hai, noroc.
I knew you cared about her. But your tone...
Deci până la urmă, Ciri e orfană și a fost salvată de către Geralt și asta n-am știut. Și a crescut-o de mică, a antrenat-o.
and try to relax.
A antrenat-o de mică cu sabia.
And talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Dandelion, Yennefer and Triss.
Yennefer wasn't in Novigrad. Triss was. But Ciri never found her. Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot.
Am pus la nimereal, dar primul era Dandelion ăla. Îl aleargă o pasăre. E frică de o pasăre. Ce și-a dormit.
Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
Find out if Ciri is in Novigrad. Trebuie să aflu dacă Ciri e în Novigrad. Trebuie să mă duc la un poet, dacă am înțeles bine. Ce se întâmplă acum iară?
Help some fellas out, Master. We're a bit of coin short another round.
Because we're comrades, see? Witcher, ain't you? We're butchers. You slaughter, we slaughter.
Except witches earn more. Old villagers pitch in. Lords open their purses. Ladies do like with their legs.
Guess I've been to the wrong villages. Dealt with the wrong lords and ladies.
Come on, don't make us beg. What's a witcher for, anyways? It's to help men in need.
Fine, take this.
Well, that's what I call loyalty to the guild. Thank you, Master. We'll knock one back in your honor.
Săraci oamenii și au nevoie de bani. 200 de pași trebuie să mă duc, n-are nicio rost să iau căluțul. Ce se întâmplă? Ne atacă bandiți acum, că le-am dat bani lui ăia. Mai e cineva care mai vrea ceva? O 100 de pași, come on. Nu pot să intru pe aici.
I'll never come back, you stinking scat. Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your ass till you've toes for teeth. In the nick of time, as always.
Ne cunoaște.
With your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't going more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to put them all out. Care to join me?
With pleasure.
Ne bătem deja. Bătaie!
we could greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, Paco.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Bredadian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've weathered a bit. Something worrying you?
O caut pe
It's
Siri.
about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the wild hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he can explain what the hell's going on. Not just barely returned as you saw. Expecting to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold ale, and what do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Haven't a clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
Zice că trebuie să caut pe pământ niște indicii.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
Who knows the fruit? Aha! A note from a grateful muse.
Reading
Guitar.
someone else's letters.
My visage red and hot. I plunged into purest ecstasy, imbibing its nectar. Your dexterous digits on my soul's yearning chords.
This the loot he got from the elves of Dolblavana.
Aye. Must have been in a great rush to leave it behind.
Uite o carte.
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, 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 no! That's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
Huh. Dandelion and planning. Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late. The dog.
Zoltan, please. You really want to track down the women Dandelion's been wooing? Most likely all angry women by now.
Got any better ideas? Besides, Dandelion's a babbler. I'm sure to know something of his doings. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... Ah, fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. So, che?
Zice că trebuie să interogăm niște persoane acum.
This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Trebuie să citesc ce a planificat Dandelion ăsta. Nu mi-apare cu R3? Nu, trebuie să intru eu. Oare la quest? Sau la inventory, cred. Astea-s desenele. Unde o fi planificatorul ăla? Ce trebuie să-l citesc? Nu știu. Asta de te miști mai mult, cu 3, cu 10. Îl punem. Stai că mai am o sabie ceva. S-ar putea să fie mai bună. Nu, nu e mai bună. Centru la quest read de Andelian's planner. Și unde o fi plannerul lui? Undeva în inventar trebuie. New items. E o carte. Așa trebuie să o caut, nu o foaie. Cu toate că a rupt o foaie din... Broken Flowers. Trebuie să vorbesc cu Vespula. Opa. Talk to Elihal. Mara. Bella. Talk to Zoltan Tomole. Hai să vorbim cu Vespula. Ce nume ciudat are, știu. Vispula. E destul de aproape.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Și uite că a venit viciorul.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Pot să-i dau banii care îi datorează ea.
Take this coin and leave.
That ain't how it works. Vespula's to pay or be taught a lesson.
Already given her a verbal reprimand. Now go, before I teach you a lesson.
Come on. Gold's gold.
Ce-s cu jokerii ăștia, nu știu.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. To think there are men who'll help a stranger out of the kindness of their hearts.
Not entirely out of kindness, and you're not entirely a stranger.
What did you... Oh, I know you. You're that witch who took Dandelion out whoring. Gerald, right?
Not Gerald. Geralt.
Oh. Dreadful sorry.
What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, scrolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
This woman he was with in the harbor. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Covere. Ha! Horvere, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
Level 12. Trebuie să vorbesc cu Elihal. Stai să-mi pun puncte pe aici. În ce Dumnezeu să le mai pun? Am pus tot în festate, că de obicei pe ăla îl folosesc des. Să mergem la Elihal să aflăm informații despre Dandelion ăsta.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elihal.
You've come to the maybe of service. Need something shortened. Patch your trousers, darn your socks.
You, Eliel?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Eliel was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here.
Stai că are vreo femeie în spate undeva.
Any better?
Oh my god.
So you're...
Eliel.
Did you and Dandelion... I mean... How did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
Don't want to know the
I
rest.
don't think I want to know what happened next.
Oh, stop. He wasn't so drunk as not to figure it out. Besides, men don't interest me. I told him that from the start. Luckily, Dandelion we had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Când l-ai văzut ultima oară?
Visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reaffixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago, he brought in one of Zoltan's jerkins, insisted I sew on an extra pocket. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
That's very weird. Hai să plecăm de aici cât mai repede. 300 de pași la următorul, la Marabela.
Let us live.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
Sorry, can't wait. Hear about Dandelion. I'm Geralt, and I'm...
Geralt? I know you. Fine. If you're eager to join in the lesson, you're welcome to. Children, sadly the rat catcher has a fever today, but in his stead, we're honored to welcome a witcher, who will now tell us about his trade.
Asta e o profesoară.
This is grand!
You shan't disappoint them, will you? So, who would like to ask the first question?
Me! What's it mean that witches are lecturers?
How old are you again?
9! 8!
In that case, wait a few years and I'll tell you.
Children, what's the meaning of this? Next question.
Is it true witches kill kings?
A man cursed who's turned into a monster, a witcher might have to kill, even if he's a king.
So King Fortest was a monster. What's it like to cut off someone's head? Can you show us how to cut off a head? Can we try your potions?
Enough. That is all for today. Gather your things and I shall see you in the morning. Bid farewell to Master Geralt.
It's great you came. I'd have rather had the rat catcher.
So please do tell me, why are you here?
You saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. He perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe. No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand
Tare greu mai dau de Dandelion ăsta.
I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Farewell.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
Trebuie să vorbesc cu Molly. Dacă o iau pe aici, ce are? Bă, acum mergem la Molly. De cine-i Molly?
This baronet's Lavallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is right now. Be gone.
Greetings, Witcher. Must admit it's curious to see you here. I don't quite believe in coincidences.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of monsters, and my son.
You're right, General. My visit's no accident. I'm looking for someone.
There's no one here who wishes to see you. Captain, this man is not to enter. Forgive me, Morvran, but I've lost my appetite for the races.
Kill a woman's son and appear at her doorstep? I thought witches had better survival skills than that.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
I fear your information's out of date. Molly no longer works here.
Ci că Molly nu mai lucrează aici.
Seem to know who Molly is. You also know she doesn't work here anymore. Know where I can find her, maybe?
This time of day? Probably sipping punch and considering which horse to bet on.
Not in the mood for jokes.
I jest you not. After Arian's demise, Luis's nephew came to pay his respects. But one glance of Molly and, well, they wed soon after. They now await his inheritance. With the Baroness's son dead, the estate will go to the nephew and Lady Lata, known until recently simply as Molly.
All right, so where'll I find the newly minted Lady Lata?
Our dear little Molly has a new passion, horse racing. To my knowledge, she should be at Countess Vegelbud's villa right now. That's exactly where I'm going. Since you stripped me of Louise's company, perhaps you'd agree to come along.
Think I can find my own way to the Vegelbud home.
Very well. Perhaps I can convince you to join me later at the races. I shall keep an eye out for you.
Nu vreau să mă mai întâlnesc cu tine. Nu știu de ce mă punea că puteam să mă duc cu el. Că mergem acum la Talk to Rosa Varatre, nu mai trebuie să vorbesc cu ea oare. Pot să închem calul. La pariuri pentru cursele de cai mă duc acum. Nu știu cum să zic altfel. Și că acolo ar trebui să dăm peste Molly, care o cheamă altfel acum. S-a căsătorit pentru bani, că sau dacă am înțeles bine. În fine, nu-i treaba noastră, nu ne interesează partea aceea.